you guys doing? Okay, so for those who don't know me, I am Sandra Mizell Cheney. So, wow, this year went by fast. It went by rather quickly, which says time waits for no one, right? Time does not wait for anyone. One of my big mentors, big sisters, Vicki Johnson is always saying, don't waste heartbeats. Stop wasting your heartbeats. You know, she taught us that, that we only come into this world with so many heartbeats, right? So why are we wasting them? And obviously, we're getting ready to go into a new decade, like real fast. And so what have you done with it? And I've had to ask myself that. So I'm asking, well, I'm really asking myself that, but since I'm on here, I'm asking you too, right? What have you done? What will you do differently going into the new year? What are you still hanging on to? Not even new year, the new decade, for real. It's a new season, new level, new dimension, new whole decade, right? Are you gonna still go into that decade with that same old stuff, not having done anything with your business, not moving forward with your nonprofit, not writing that book, whatever, still holding that grudge, still carrying that same old funky energy, right? There was a scripture. Yes, I do read the Bible because it just speaks to me, right? But two things. But I'm going to read this scripture first because everything begins and ends with God. Everything. God created everything. The heavens, the earth, me, you. Everything begins and ends with God. And in Genesis 1, Genesis 1, 1 and 2, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, a formless mass cloaked in darkness, and the Spirit of God was hovering over its surface. The Spirit of God was hovering. God created something out of nothing. It was without void. There was nothing there. Isn't that awesome? Everything you see in this universe, the trees, well, kind of right now, the trees are bare, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, isn't it amazing how they're bare and then they just bloom again? Isn't it, amazing how flowers grow? Just amazing. Babies are created, right? We're going into a new season. So a new decade is being created. What will you do differently? God knew everything about you even before you were born. Everything that you were to do, everything that was going to happen, God created that and knew that. But guess what? I have the power to bring forth what I'm supposed to bring forth. And I know for me, it's been a constant reminder that I have to continue to bring forth what I'm supposed to bring forth. But I can only do that if I step into my power and become the creator that I am. Because God is in me, not just outside of me. God is in me. I am the vessel. I am God in the earth. And so are you. So what will you do differently for 2020? What will you do differently? It's time. It's time to surrender all that stuff that you no longer need. Because it was a waste of energy and time. And you wasted too many heartbeats on that thing, right? Surrender it. Surrender what no longer serves you. Don't take it into 2020. And I'm speaking to myself. I don't journal a lot, but I've been journaling a lot because a lot of things have been coming up for me. And I don't want to carry them into my new season. And I don't want you to either. So what is it that you need to let go of? So you can become and step into this new season, this new decade, light, feeling free, footloose and fancy free. What do you need to let go of as you go into this new season? Because I'm being stretched. We all are. The question is, will you step into the stretch and receive it? Or will you just shrink back and stay where you are? Because if you shrink back and stay where you are, that's how you're going to enter into the new decade. But if you accept the stress, if you accept the challenge that God's putting before you in your business, in yourself, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. How you do one thing in your personal life is how it's going to show up in your business life, right? So are you going to accept that thing that God said, that stretch, or are you going to shrink back and stay stuck and walk into the new decade that way? I'm choosing to accept the stretch and accept that thing that God is asking me to do. And I'm doing it now. I'm not waiting until January 1. I've stepped into it now. You need to step into yours too. Okay? I think that was all I want to say. Told y'all every time God is saying something to me, I gotta say it to you. So now the journey begins. That's what I really want to say. So now the journey begins. Okay? Life is springing forth. You don't want to be left behind. Okay, good people. I appreciate you guys listening to me. It's a pleasure to have, if it just reaches one person, I'm good with it. I've had to learn to be okay with that. Okay? All right, y'all. We'll talk soon. Have an amazing morning, day, or evening. All right? Peace.